Okay, let's do it. Welcome to Living, Breathing, and Having a Good Time. I'm your host, Sierra Cooper, and we have Sarah Ballard. Did I say that?
Sarah Ballard Richardson. It's a mouthful.
Yes. So she's got several businesses, but the one that we want to talk about right now is your Arbonne. So tell us a little bit about Arbonne. I mean, I've heard other people talk about Arbonne, but I'm not too familiar. Skin, supplements, the whole nine.
Yeah, so Arbonne is actually 45 years old, which surprises a lot of people because even now I do presentations and one of the first questions I ask is, who's heard of Arbonne before? And it's usually about 70-30 to haven't heard about it and have heard about it. Or they've had like their nephew's girlfriend sold it 10 years ago or something like that. Yeah. But it is a Swiss-based company. And our motto is pure, safe, and beneficial. So a lot of people are into health and they want what's natural. Everybody wants what's natural, but you know as well as I do that term isn't even regulated.
Yeah, and there's so many perceptions as to what's good and what's not good, right? So for you, what took you down that journey?
That's a great question. So I was actually introduced to Arbonne 21 years ago.
Oh, wow.
When I was pregnant with my second baby. Okay. I was a teacher at the time. I was teaching at Northport High School.
Wow.
Yeah, when they opened, I actually worked in the portables before the school even opened.
Oh, wow.
From the very beginning. In fact, when my daughter was born, I was a single mom, and the principal there, who was also my band director from years before, gave me a job, let me bring my baby in. We had her in a little playpen, and I helped open the school, basically.
That's awesome.
So
you needed a lot of energy.
I did need a lot of energy.
Yeah. Or most new moms, they think that they're just going to spring back into work, and it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't. And I was very lucky to have daycare at the high school for my daughter because they had the teen pregnancy program there and it wasn't filled up yet.
Yeah.
So I was very blessed. And then when I got pregnant with Trace, she's going to be 21 this year. I know. So I don't even look old enough. Look at it's the Arbonne, guys. I decided I didn't want to spend more than half of what I was making for daycare.
Yeah.
So I went to a little in-home, they called them parties, everyone's been to like a Mary Kay or a Tupperware or something like that.
I just had a Mary Kay.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a little hand scrub, and the girl who was there actually did a terrible job. And all I kept thinking was, this girl drives a white Mercedes from the company. And I could do this way better than her. So I actually quit my teaching job right away.
Wow.
Decided I was going to stay home with my kids. And then I popped out a few more after that. So I have 4 kids. Wow. But I was there for all of their first words, all of their first steps. And my husband would go work during the day. He'd come home and I'd be like, I'm going to go do facials with ladies. Nice. Was able to supplement our income. Was with them for about 10 years. And then my kids were all old enough to go to school, and I had a teaching degree. And so I was looking for a change. I went back into the classroom, and it wasn't actually until 9 months ago that I decided to pick Arbonne back up and join one of my best friends, who's a partner of mine in Maryland. Shout out Eden, because she'll probably watch or listen to this. And we've just been kicking butt ever since and helping as many women as we can.
So tell me a little bit about Arbonne, because there's a lot of products out there and everybody says that theirs is the best.
Right.
So what's the difference with Arbonne?
That's a great question. So Arbonne bans over 2,000 harmful ingredients from its products.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. The European Union is at about 1,600 or 1,700 right now, and we know that their regulations are way better than what the FDA does because they don't regulate anything when it comes to personal care. Right. So we are a blending of science and nature together.
Okay.
Everything that's natural isn't good. I mean, if there was a patch of poison ivy out there, I wouldn't want to go roll around in it. and I wouldn't want to ingest belladonna. That would kill me. But it's natural. It's all natural. You can poop in a cup, and that's pretty natural too, but I don't want to put it on my face. So Arbonne is a blending of science and nature together to get the best results with no harmful ingredients. So we have everything from makeup and skincare, nutrition. We just launched a new Her Core line, which is all supplemental support for women of all ages. So a prenatal.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, let's talk about it for a minute, because I've done a show with a nurse practitioner about hormones and and the whole nine, and she's doing seminars now. Sarah Weiss, check her out. She's really awesome. So, hormones through your entire life, whether you be a man or a woman, it's a constant ongoing, especially
It really is.
women having kids, thyroid problems, so on and so forth. So do you guys carry supplements for that?
We do. That's the new line that just launched. And the other thing is that all of our products support natural balance of your hormones, because a lot of this personal care that's out there, it's endocrine disrupting. I mean, if you've got, phthalates and parabens and all of those things in your lotion or your makeup that you're using every day, those go into your system like xenoestrogens. And we're all way estrogen dominant.
Yeah.
We just support it. It's what I do is still teaching. And that's what I love, is that I'm still able to educate people about what they're using, things in the environment, like fragrances in your candles and your little melty wax and stuff.
Glenn Huggins, that is a great example of what not to have in your house. I mean, it detox hormones big time.
Yeah.
And so, because a lot of people are going to ask, okay, now you got to think for hormones. What about weight loss?
Everybody wants to know about weight loss. And it's a $1 trillion industry. I mean, it's just exploding. And that's because we've found some quick fixes for it out there that are maybe not so great for it. And not to, be judgmental, but people are really easy to, grab a shot or grab a pill or grab a patch or whatever. What we do in Arbonne is we teach people how to eat sustainably over time in a healthy way. And we have products that support that. We have one of the best protein powders that I've ever tried. And your girl has tried them all.
Okay. Is it a vegan?
It is vegan. And in fact, all of Arbonne's products are vegan. We don't use any kind of animal products or byproducts. We do have systems for weight loss, but we really just want to educate people. If you are eating garden, tree, ocean, and farm, and you're moving your body every day, and you're staying hydrated, that's the healthiest way to go, right?
Well, yeah, because everybody wants to take a pill or like go on this diet fad, and then they go to McDonald's.
Right.
And it's like you can't eat one meal a day and it be fast food. And then, because there's a lot of people that do that. You have people that don't eat all day long, and then that's what they eat.
Right.
So what are some of the stories that you've seen, or the significant weight loss that you've seen through some of your clients?
Yeah. So myself, just when I started 9 months ago, I'm down about 15 pounds. And that is what I love, is that it's sustainable. Like yesterday was my birthday, day before yesterday.
Okay.
Thank you. Did I have cake? Yeah, I'm having a piece of cake. But it's shown me over time again, like how to eat garden, tree, ocean, farm, and how to,
and all that.
And that's what people can stick with. I have seen some clients that have been able to, one thing that happens almost all the time when they start our 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is a coaching support and recipes and all of that, is their sleep improves almost immediately.
And that's huge for cortisol, right?
Right.
Because if you're not sleeping, your body's not healing. And I've talked about this with so many of my clients, because it's like they come in, oh my gosh, my body hurts and I'm in pain and I can't move right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're also not sleeping because of the pain, and then their weight gain is adding to the problem. So now with the hormone supplements and things, have you seen where people have kind of reluctantly went away from like going with a bioidentical hormone and they're just sticking to the supplements?
So we literally just launched these products earlier this month. So people have been on them for max 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we have seen a couple of people just in a week, they've said the inflammation in their body has gone down. Their sleep is improved. Their cravings are changing. They're not, looking for something sweet after they eat something. In terms of coming off of bioidentical, we don't have this in Arbonne, but something that I use is a progesterone cream.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so they now let me ask you, so because a lot of people would argue this, right? Because you always get that one person
Yep.
be like, okay, they came out with a progesterone cream. Why can you guys sell it?
Well, we don't have it with Arbonne. Arbonne doesn't have it, but my upline happens to be a functional medicine doctor.
Okay.
And so she sells it on her website.
I was gonna say, yeah, because functional medicine is really important.
Yeah.
So have you noticed though, like, has she seen like kind of like an accumulation of positive results with people kind of combining some of that?
Well, I'm finding just in my cycle, because I'm getting up to the point where I'm pre-menopausal, perimenopausal.
You're going
Earlier,
to the fun phase.
listen, I'm not going through anything. I'm running the other way. No. I think that you can actually think your way into not having a lot of those symptoms. Like, I really believe in mindset, but that's neither here nor there. I'm like, my cycle earlier this year, this was very interesting too. My friend Eden that I talked about, we'd been working together remotely. I mean, we were on Zoom every day or the phone, and she's 55. I just turned 47. And so at one point we both were late and we're like, what? Okay. What's going on?
Yep.
So I ended up getting mine and she never did for months and months. She went like 5 months, I think, without her cycle. And we were like, could this be it? Is this the end? Because listen, I'm not using any of that anymore.
Happy with that stuff.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
However, for me, after I got it once, I didn't get it for 3 months. And that sounds great and all, except every 5 or 6 days, it felt like I was going to. So it was like the bloating and the cramping and my boobs were sore and the moodiness and my poor family. So I did start using the progesterone cream. And within that one set, I used it from day 14 to day 28, got my cycle. Used it again, got my cycle. So if nothing else, the progesterone cream is helping. Now I'm excited to use we have a cycle support, which is for menstruating women. And then we have a meno support as well.
Men go through menopause. Men go through, so it is.
Well, all of our problems start with men, actually.
Yes, it does. It does. And they go through what's called adrenopause. And so
Interesting.
I believe in bioidentical hormones, and I also believe in using, the natural.
Right.
But men, in a lot of marriages, so just to point this out for the audience, because there's been a lot of married couples come into me, and they're like really upset with their partner because they're being moody, their libido is low, they've got issues all over the board. And I'm like, do you understand how old you are? You're not 20 anymore. You're at that point where you're hormonally changing. And unfortunately, unless you educate people about this, they take it out on people differently.
Right.
So what about with men? Do you see them actually being open to?
So my husband is a great example.
Okay.
He was not super supportive. I'd done Arbonne before. So yeah, but before he was, and he's been very supportive in other endeavors. For whatever reason, he was like, Sarah, you did this before. It didn't really work. Like, why are you coming back to the same thing? And so it took him about 6 months to finally give it a shot. And he did the 30 days to healthy living only because he got really bad blood work back. His triglycerides were literally off the chart. I think normal is 50 to 150, and his was 768. So finally, he decided, okay, maybe I better do something.
His calcium score report.
Oh my gosh. His dad had a heart attack and had to have bypass surgery. His grandfather passed from heart condition. And so he was like, all right, I'll do this. And he started the 30 days, which is 2 of our shakes, or I love to use our protein powder to cook with. So I would use that in, pancakes or muffins or something.
Cooking show, wouldn't it be? It'd be so much fun, wouldn't it?
That would be
We can set
the
up
best.
this whole cooking area, and then Chad makes your manager can enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll make him try it out. So yeah, and then we would just have, lean protein and greens and healthy fats for dinner or lunch, and then have a shake for dinner, however it worked out. He lost like 23 pounds in the 30 days.
Men always lose weight faster than women, usually.
And I mean, he could stop looking at soda and like lose 5 pounds. It's ridiculous, but it worked for him.
Right.
And I think he's starting to realize, like, yeah, as you get older, things are going to change.
You gotta work a little more, right? Yeah. So, because he's not used to working at it. He's used to working at everything else.
Right.
And that's the problem that I find with most of my clients is like they go through life and they never have to work at it. And then one day something atrocious happens and then they come into me and they're like, the end of the world's coming. And I'm like, no, you have to realize your body is your vehicle. Right.
Right.
I mean, so, speaking of vehicles, detox, right? So does Arbonne do detox?
We have a couple of products for that. We have a Clean Tox tea, which is part of our 30 days to healthy living. We also have a Clean Tox, which is a 7-day that you add into your water and you drink it throughout the day, along with, along with the healthy eating, right? We have to stay away from processed foods. We have to stay away from the hormones that are in the meat and the dairy products. And I kind of think of it like a bathtub, right? If your body is like a bathtub and it's just getting full of these processed things and the toxins, and the water is running. So you're going to have a big mess, right? All over. You have to take the drain out. And you have to let it fully drain, but you also have to stop putting toxins in too. So that is really, I think, the beginning of just, again, educating people that everything that's out there is not great for you.
Because you're going to be a health habitual.
Right. Yeah.
So now you hear about aloe vera juice for the digestive system. Detox again. What are some components that Arbonne actually offers that is different from other product brands?
I think it's really very similar to a lot of the detoxes that you find out there. And the ingredients aren't coming to mind. And I'll be the first one to tell you, like, I'm not an ingredient guru at all. Yeah. I know how to talk to people. I know how to teach them what they're doing to change to what they should be doing. And then I know exactly where to find all the information when I need it.
Chemical person and XYZ.
Yeah.
So I'm a massage therapist, as you know. So
yeah.
Like massage therapists or people in the realm of healthcare, like, do you see a spike in them carrying this product, like in their offices?
Yeah. So I've been talking to a few different providers. Some of them already have things. So it's like, well, and then I've got to know, like, what makes us better. And really, usually what gets them is that 2,000 ingredients that we've banned, because they can look on the, and then also the form and function of what the ingredients are. Like those apps that are out now, not a fan, because they're getting paid by someone. Somebody is paying them. So if you were to like scan one of our Energy Fizz drinks, which is probably one of our biggest sellers, on the Yuka app, it's going to tell you, oh, well, it's too much sodium or whatever. Well, it's not. We haven't mixed it in with the water yet. Like it's the form and the function of the ingredients that it's saying, oh no, this is bad. But other companies who actually don't have the best ingredients, but that pay the Yucca app. So you just have to like kind of look out for them.
Just to like new people like coming into the biz is like having a seminar to actually teach everyone first, like to go, hey, you know, if you're thinking about this is the things that you need to know precursor wise.
So yeah,
Don't have underlying tone about it, because I know a lot of people like they'll hop on Google, you know how that goes, and
oh yeah,
bring up
I researched it. I know you just Googled it. I don't know why you're saying that you researched it. It's like, that's research for that. You mean you Googled it? Okay.
but it's true though. And a lot of times, like you're talking about, there's inaccurate information out there. People don't know that.
Yeah. And that's why I love Arbonne, is that I know that for 45 years they've been around. I can trust the brand. So when they come out with a new product, I'm like not, you know, going through and looking at all the ingredients, and I just know, well, they're protecting us. And if in 45 years, there's never been anyone that's been able to say, oh, no, you guys aren't pure, safe, and beneficial,
Exactly.
then we're doing something right. But in terms of when people come on and want to, you know, start the business, we're all about learning as you go. Like, we make sure that they get the products themselves, and those same products in the beginning that they're using for themselves are what they're going to show other people. So when I first started, I got my skincare, my Derm Results Advanced set, and I got my 30 days. And then when I went to do a presentation, I went in my bathroom, I got my skincare, I went in my pantry, grabbed all my stuff, and I brought it with me.
With your skin, by the way, because people, you know, different people have oily, dry, semi-oil, dry. What did you notice?
So immediate hydration. So I was kind of combination with a lot of oil in the T-zone area.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that the reason that they are oily is because they're not moisturized enough. Their skin is creating more oil
Sebaceous glands are creating that.
trying to help you out. Your body's super smart, so it does these things. And then when they're like, oh, I don't need a moisturizer, I'm really oily, I'm like, trust me on this.
You do.
So I've noticed just more of a dewy look, but it's overall definitely a reduction in fine lines, discolorations, those types of things. I don't think I'm wearing full makeup today.
That's good. That's awesome.
I have to think back.
You don't need it.
I think I'm using a skin tint, and I have a little bit of eyeliner and lip gloss, some blush on, but like,
Because everybody hates this stuff on. Like when you meet some people, like it's like how much crap are putting on your face.
I wonder if you've seen it a lot because they're coming in to be under the lights, and they maybe think you're like,
Yeah, well,
try less.
they get those wipes, those makeup wipes. I had a friend come over one day and he like took one of my moisturizing makeup wipes. I was like, wow, you look like a completely different person.
It's like clown makeup, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. But people don't realize your skin's your largest organ. So what's on it is really a big deal.
Yeah, and it's all going into your bloodstream within 26 seconds, which is crazy. Like, that's why things like progesterone cream and transdermal delivery of some things is so much better. Exactly.
So your husband now besides doing the 30-day, you had said like with the heart and everything else, is he going to take this a step further, and is he actually did this catapult him?
It definitely did. Yeah. Okay. So one of our products, which is kind of our flagship, is the Green Synergy Elixir. So that's got your greens, it's got digestive support, and it's a collagen support as well. We don't have collagen because we don't use animal products, but we use ingredients that help boost your body's own production of collagen.
Oh, see, that's even better.
So, and that's kind of everything about Arbonne is we have ingredients to help your body do what it's meant to do. So anyway, we have this Green Synergy Elixir, and it looks gross. It looks nasty. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a
That's really good.
swamp water looking thing. And he's not just gonna drink anything. I mean, exactly. It tastes so good. And we've done a little bit of mixing, you know, with our fizz or with this, but we just launched a new flavor, which is pomegranate acai.
Oh, that sounds good.
And he, like, I'm like, where's my green synergy? Oh, I took a couple, I put some in my truck, and I was going to give it to a friend. And I'm like, do you want me to sign you up as a consultant? Because you're telling people.
Like, have you, like, I have to ask this because, you know, like my boyfriend, right? He buys, you know, God knows. I tried buying to spoil him. He doesn't listen, never listen.
Right.
He buys rock stars and all that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, don't do that. So now, if you took an individual like him, stubborn, and was like, here, just try this. Do they see more of a consistent energy throughout the day instead of dropping? Because of, you know, because that's what you see with everything else. You adrenally drop off.
Well, the Energy Fizz has only 55 milligrams of caffeine in it, and it's from guarana and green tea. So it's about half of a cup of coffee worth of caffeine. So you're not getting your energy from the caffeine in the fizz. You're getting it from the chromium, the CoQ10, the full spectrum of the B6, B12, all of those. And there is no spike. There's no drop off. It's just kind of like, and I have 2, sometimes 3 a day because I don't like to just drink water. I'm like, I would rather it be flavored. So we've got like mango peach and the pomegranate and blackberry. And so I do like mix them together. And yeah, but it definitely is not, it's got heart healthy ingredients in it as opposed to all these other energy drinks that are out there.
It only absorbs as much as it needs. So it's not like you're going to overdose on it.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is kids. So everybody always talks about what's safe for kids. Right? And I mean, you're a teacher.
Yep.
So you see it all the time. You're like, oh my God, look at the student. They're falling asleep. They're not eating right. All this.
Right.
So do you guys have like a line for kids?
So we have multivitamins that are safe for kids. We have a biotic stick, which is a pre and probiotic that is kind of like a pixie stick. You put it in your mouth and it melts on your tongue. Kids love those. It tastes like a sweet tart got crushed up almost a little bit, but it's,
I love it.
yeah. I have a couple of clients who have that on their replenish me order. Like they don't want to run out of that because it's also, some of these kids aren't, well, not only just kids, but people aren't pooping like they need to poop. And when they take a good probiotic.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. This is a subject, okay? And we're getting into
Let's talk poop.
We're getting into a very shitty conversation. I can say that. It's my show.
Yeah, you can't.
So it is the most, I cannot stress this enough. It is the most underspoken
Yeah.
element of health, and it is the most important because cancers, autoimmune, all of that. And people don't realize, I mean, I actually had a client one time. I almost freaked out. She would have one bowel movement a week. And I mean, the inflammation that was coming off her body, and I felt so bad for her. And the thing of it is parasites too. Right? So do you guys carry, like when you talk about detox?
No, but I am super interested in parasites. I just started learning a little bit more about it, and I'm like,
You should call me.
yeah, I'm totally going to, because my sister and I both have been like, we want to do this. I've had friends do it. They tried to get me to do it.
Every 90 days.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you line it up with the moon and all that stuff that they tell you to do? The girl I was talking to said, well, you have to make sure you do it during the full moon or the summer solstice, and I was like, okay, now you might have been a little weird. But
okay, you need to concentrate on detoxing parasites out of your body all the time, because I mean,
now, do you see them when you do it? Have you seen them?
Yeah, and yeah, it's gross.
Like you're looking in the toilet for.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? You know what's really interesting is that when people see some people, right, and they're like, oh man, she's healthy. You know, you always hear that whole saying, healthy as a horse, like, but I'll tell you, it's really scary because what lives inside of your microbiome.
Yep.
And it's, you know, we live in Florida, And Florida, mold, toxins, bacteria, parasites, all of that. You go barefoot. Animals, having dogs, having cats, kids touch their mouth, all that. So I'm a big proponent of parasite detox. But Arbonne, let's go back to Arbonne for a minute. So Arbonne was launched by a doctor?
Arbonne.
Who actually founded Arbonne?
So our founder, Peter Mork, was not a doctor, but from the very beginning, he was about, he saw the need in our country, especially because he was from Sweden, for products that would be safe, that would also get results. And so he started with a team of doctors and started formulating. And it was actually just skincare at the time. And so over the 45 years, we've branched out into hair care and the nutrition and all of the other things I mentioned before. So yeah, he had a vision more for the business opportunity for women than for the products. Like the products.
That's great too, because I think over time, right, as we gauge what society is needing, there's a lot of healthcare professionals that are going to jump into the mix and go, hey, have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about doing that? Now, what I would also ask too, if I were a new customer, is how much does this cost? Okay, because
yeah, that's a good question.
Number one, people always talk about this and it irritates me. Okay, it irritates me because I'm always telling my clients, I'm like, if you don't invest in your health, you will invest in your sickness. And that is much more costly beyond measure than, buying supplements every month. Being diligent about the food that you buy. So, I mean, give us a comparative pricing on what you can do.
So for our skincare, I mean, I've gone into department stores and gone to the counter, gotten a moisturizer and an eye cream, and paid $300 for the moisturizer and eye cream.
Ulta? You go to Ulta, Sephora,
right?
Those. Yeah.
So our entire Derm Results, which is 5 pieces, which includes a cleansing balm, a toner, serum, eye cream, and moisturizer, is $350 retail. Now, I don't sell retail, really. We have a preferred client program, which is kind of like a Sam's or a Costco membership. So you pay $29 for the year. And some months they waive that. Like right now, if somebody were to buy the skincare set, they wouldn't have to pay the $29. It would be waived. And they get 20 to 40% off of all their products for the whole year.
Oh, nice.
So
and then you always get the question, okay, well, I buy this. How long is it going to last?
And that's another thing that's great about Arbonne is it lasts you so long because we don't use any kind of fillers. So you're like, if the first ingredient on your skincare is water, why? You have water at home. Like, you need to check your ingredients because it goes in order of how much is in there. But so concentrated. So when I started back in August, I bought my skincare. And again, I was using it for myself, taking it out to my presentations, doing 6 to 8 of those a month, 4 or 5 women doing facials with all of this. And I didn't have to reorder anything until the 4-month mark. And that's when I ran out of my serum.
Impressive.
And I have a 16-year-old. You know her. She was up in my business and all of my skincare.
My daughter,
for Christmas, she got her own stuff. And I was like, stay up. You don't need this. It's for ladies with wrinkles. I got her the Hydrate Me line.
Really impressive. I will say, because, it's also like I tell people too, you can always tell when you're using a good product. Because you don't feel it.
Right.
Feel it.
No.
And it's like, why do you want to go to bed and like have everything rub off on your pillow?
Right.
And the thing is, we all know that we should be cleansing in the morning and in the evening, but people get kind of...
They don't always. But also, who's got the cosmetics graveyard under their sink of things that they've paid, $70 for an eye cream or something. You use it for a couple of weeks. you're not really having an experience with it. You're not, when I've been laying in bed at night, like going to sleep, and I'll remember that I didn't do my face, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I gotta go do it right now. Like, need to wash my face, because it's a luxurious experience. Every time I do it, I feel like I'm in a high-end salon, and my face feels like, it's like, thanks, girl. I'm like, yeah. I mean, you don't look like this at 47. Although I used all other products for several years in between, and I never found anything that I repurchased. It was a constant, oh, I'm out of this. Well, what else is out there? What else should I buy?
But also too, if I were in the business, I would also talk about self-care management. Self-care management,
point.
how important we today spend so much time doing other things that
For other
we're able
people.
thing last.
Right.
So if someone wants to get into the business, how do they contact you? How do they find you? Where should they start?
You can find me on Facebook and message me through there, Sarah Ballard Richardson. My website is kind of long, but if you were to go onto Arbonne and search for a consultant, you could find me. I think there's even a way to do it by, geographic area, but
Talking about being a teacher and kids and stuff, I wish that they would have like a life course in school, and I wish that they would offer all of this information in school, because the
yeah,
younger you start on your health, whether it be because obviously everything's from the inside out. But the younger you start, I mean, who wants to get old? And no one wants to get old.
Right.
But I really appreciate you coming on the show,